And as you can tell, it's the Halloween special episode.
You're dressed as a furry, right? Okay, candy is not chocolate, but chocolate is a form of candy. I don't think we ever went to like Halloween parties, bro.
Yeah, we weren't cool enough.
I just don't like candy.
Welcome everyone to Fly Under the Radar. I'm Timothy and... Yo, where is he, bro? Oh shit, there he is. And that's William Fly. And welcome back to Fly Under the Radar, everyone. Basically, this is the show where, we as brothers have a laugh, share experience and just talk about what's going on in this crazy world. And as you can tell, it's the Halloween special episode. So... you can probably already guess what we're dressed as, but
Oh, well, you're dressed as a furry, right?
no,
That's your costume.
No, I'm not a fucking fury. Not a fury.
Furry.
I don't have a tail, fam. I'm a sloth, bro. Do you not see it? I have a onesie on.
Well, a furry is just someone who dresses up as an animal, right?
I swear you have to have like a tail and like ears and shit.
What? Well, I don't know exactly. No. Well, you'd probably know more about dressing up as a furry than I would.
Why would I? Okay, I have my freaking hands as well because I'm a sloth. So I should be super slow today, but I'm
aren't
slow.
you always slow?
Ooh, okay, good one. Yeah, as you can see, today is our Halloween special, so we have some special stuff in store for you guys today. And yeah, later on we're going to have our topic of discussion, which is going to be basically how Halloween kind of came to be, and we'll share some Halloween stories with you guys as well. But before we get into that, how was your week, sir? Anything interesting happen?
My week's been okay. You know the game Among Us?
Yeah, what about it?
This last week, they released a new map.
Bro, who still plays Among Us, fam?
Bro, there are some mans that play Among Us, dude. It's a good party game, you know what I mean? I mean, yes, people get too heated and, there can be, an exchange of words, but I think it's pretty fun still, right? And the new map is better than the map that came up before. Like, the airship map was, the oldest map, but then this week, a new map came out called Fungal Something, where you're basically stuck on an island, like a fungus island, right? So it's like the ship crash landed on an island, and there's a bunch of different tasks on the island to do, and there's a few cool mechanics and stuff.
But isn't it like hard to get like bare mans to play?
Well, maybe for you,
okay,
because you have no friends. But I know mans.
What the? Why you gotta just roast me like that, bro?
Right? But so I've been playing that this week, and it's pretty fun.
In other news, what I've been seeing online, do you know the YouTuber Gideon?
No, I don't.
You never seen that guy? The guy that did like all the pranks? He
maybe I don't know, bro.
I'll name some famous pranks he did, and you tell me if you heard it. He went to an NBA game and got a haircut courtside. Have you seen that? What's another video you might have seen him do? Anyways, he's like this big YouTube prankster, like 9 million subscribers or something.
Sure.
And basically, the man took a full 360 or 180 turn, basically, with his content. Man quit pranks and became a full Christian.
Good for him, man.
Like, he quit YouTube and he's like, yeah, I'm making a Christian channel. And man's like... people are saying, like, this guy's pranking everyone, but, like, I feel like you can't prank with, like, religion and shit like that.
No, you can, but I don't think he would.
Because,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just thought that was crazy.
Normally, if you do a 180 like that, then it's, like, you're, like, change your life for the better.
Yeah, because man's is like, yeah, I want to preach, God to everyone now.
Yeah.
Because, what he was doing before was, pranks are always a bit controversial, going and messing with people.
Yeah, so. I mean, depending on the prank. Well, I guess every prank is a bit controversial because you're doing something that's out of the ordinary. And depending on how out of the ordinary is it, and knowing, like, for people on YouTube, they have to do it out of the ordinary to get the content. Because I've seen so many pranksters, like, they do a prank and they get, like, arrested. Like, there's, like, so many people, they, like, go to jail for a day or whatever because they do some, like, stupid prank, like trespassing or some shit.
There's this guy, Phidias. I don't know if you've seen this, where basically, I don't know the whole entire story, but basically he was doing some challenge with some other YouTubers in Japan. And the goal was to, like, travel across Japan without paying stuff. So mans was like going on trains and not paying it, running away from like security, going into hotels and eating for free. And the man is getting flamed by the whole freaking Japan community because they're like, mans is like illegally going on transport, illegally eating food in hotels because you know how hotels there's like the free food for the guest if you go in, so he like sneaks in and like has like a buffet or whatever. And I just remember that right now, but that's like a bit excessive, you know. So I definitely can see how there should be limitations, you know. And people's excuse are like, oh, I'm doing it for the content or the video, but like there's a line you can't cross, you know.
I mean, well, a lot of people do a lot of stupid shit for videos and like content. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. In other news, as Canadians, this Monday is gonna be a very important day for all of us.
Why?
There is going to be a few meetings in the Canadian Senate to talk about specific like property laws and other things. Because if you guys didn't know, three and a half years ago, they did the whole handgun ban, right?
Sure.
In Canada. Now, regardless of whether you're pro-gun, anti-gun, doesn't matter, right? Why these meetings are important is because these meetings will basically determine whether or not the Canadian government can basically, whenever they want, come in and take property that you legally owned and have, right? Away from you, basically. So that's basically what's happening.
They're trying to change it so they can do it or they can't do it anymore.
Well, ever since, like, specifically for the handgun ban, it's been, like, up in the air, like, super controversial.
Oh, like they want to come and take all the handguns. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, guns in general in this country. And if they do that now, so this is like a gun issue, but also like not a gun issue. Because if they do that, then they basically tell all of us, hey, that, you know, TV that you have, it's now banned in our country, and they can come take it away from you. Or, you know what I mean? So like slowly, like the snowball effect will happen, where it's like, okay, like people might be okay with, let's say, guns getting banned, but then maybe knives get banned or some other thing gets banned, and it gets progressively worse and worse and worse.
Bro, Canada is like going downhill, bro. It's like been so atrocious.
Well, with our government, yes, and also our economy, because our government has no idea how to run an economy. You know what I mean?
Dude, I saw this Andrew Tate clip, and he was like talking about different countries, and then he started talking about Canada, and he's like, you know, before, you know, the sniffles incident, you know, COVID-19, he's like, there was probably like a 9% chance I would go to Canada. After that, probably a 0% chance. And then he's like, and then after what I'm seeing now, yeah, negative 10,000 chance I'm going to Canada. So it just shows that like people, after seeing what the Canadian government's doing, have no interest in coming to this country.
It's kind of sad though, because we have such a beautiful country. Like, remember, like a couple months ago, we went to Alberta, right? And we saw the Rocky Mountains, and it was gorgeous, man. Like,
it is.
If you like the outdoors, man, Canada is where it is to be. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I feel like with Canada, it's at the point where it's like so low and people are starting to recognize it. That, like, I feel like in a few years there's going to be a comeback with Canada. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, for sure. Like, everyone's already, like no one supports our current prime minister at all. No one likes him, right? They're, like, all the polls say that the opposition party is going to win. And hopefully there could be some change happening in the next couple years. Because we live in a really great country. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud to be a Canadian. And I'm happy and I'm hopeful for the future to see where we can go, right? Because we're basically the second largest country, but we have like the population like the size of California, or maybe even less. Yeah. With such a huge landmass,
we have so much potential. So
yeah, we have so much potential for growth. So hopeful for the future, and let's see what happens, right?
Yeah. The last thing I kind of wanted to talk about was I wanted to give an update to everyone because I don't know if I said it last week or the week before, but I started the every other day fast, basically the 36-hour fast.
I think you did mention this.
But I wanted to give you guys an update. So I've been pretty consistent with it. So I started on the 13th. It is currently, the 28th? So I've been eating basically every other day, and I've actually lost 2 or 3 pounds so far. So slowly but surely... Your boy
you just gotta
cutting.
stop indulging yourself on your days on.
I am, but the thing is, it's okay. Let's say I have one day I don't eat, and then one day I eat pretty healthy. Then the next day I don't eat, and then the day after that I can have a bit of a cheat day. You know what I mean? Because I'm more capable of doing that since I'm eating less. And I feel like with most people, when it comes to dieting, the hardest part, or like what I mean, let me rephrase that. The hardest part when people are trying to lose weight or like trying to like grow muscle is the eating, you know, because there's always
Yeah.
there's so much temptation, especially in the household when other people are buying like junk food. So it's a bit hard. But with this 36-hour fast, you don't have to be as disciplined because it's like, okay, this day I don't eat. It's a lot easier than being like, okay, this day I have to eat a certain amount of calories, track it, be so
Mhm.
specific. Don't eat. You know, it's very,
Yeah.
very simple. So I don't think it's sustainable long term. Obviously, I'm not going to do this for the rest of my life, but maybe 1 or 2 days a week, I'll probably won't eat anything, and then that's
Mhm.
easy to sustain long term until I hit my goal. Like once I hit my calorie goal, not my calorie goal, my weight goal, which I think I want to hit anywhere from 155 to 160, depending on when my six pack starts to show.
Yeah.
Then we can kind of see where I go from there. But I never actually done a pretty long term cut like this, so it's interesting to see, and I'll let you guys know. Guys know how it goes. So.
Cool.
Anything else, sir, or you want to get to the question of the week?
Now we can go question of the week.
All right, question of the week. So this is what we do kind of before we get into our topic of the discussion if you guys are new here. So this question of the week obviously is going to have some sort of correlation to the theme Halloween. So if you could invent a brand new Halloween tradition that everyone would celebrate, what would it be, and why do you think it would be a great addition to the holiday? So obviously we know with Halloween, the main tradition is, trick-or-treating and dressing up. That's kind of like the main thing. So if there's something you could add to that, kind of, or switch it up, what would you kind of, on the spot, I'll give you a few seconds to think of something.
For Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know, man. That feels like
It doesn't even have to be specific to, like, Halloween. Just, like, maybe some sort of tradition you would like to add, and it could be literally added to any sort of tradition. You know what I mean?
you're putting me on the spot, man. I have no idea. I feel like Halloween's pretty like a pretty balanced like holiday.
Yeah?
Because like, what is there to do? You just walk around with your friends. Well, when you're younger, you walk around with your friends, go trick or treating at random people's houses to get free candy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if when you're older, you just go to parties where everyone dresses up. So
Let me throw something out there and let me see your thoughts on it. I know there's already kind of, there's like Halloween themes or whatever, or I don't know if that's really a thing, but like, how about if each Halloween there was a specific theme to it, like, because right now the theme of Halloween is like scary stuff. So how about instead of being scary stuff, it could be like specific to like, okay, this year is, I don't even know how that shit goes, but like there's like different years, like the year of the dog or like the year of the cat. Like the Chinese tradition or whatever.
like the Chinese calendar shit.
Maybe if they had something like that for Halloween, like each year was specific to like, let's say this is the ghost year, this is the pumpkin year, or like something like that to kind of switch it up to make it a bit less broad. Maybe that could be something that could be fun to implement.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
Or maybe like a
'Cause-
game. Like a specific game.
I think personally, the only thing that I think was missing to Halloween is there's a lot of treats but not that much tricks. Like, how many houses have you gone up to where like you got scared?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now, maybe I might do that. Maybe I might dress up as like a skeleton, sit outside, and scare kids.
Okay.
But no, there's not that much tricks. You know what I mean? There's more
Yeah.
treats, which I guess it makes sense because it's easier to buy, $10 of candy to give out the kids and to set up a whole elaborate, like,
Mm-hmm.
thing to try to scare people.
Sure.
But, yeah, I don't really know, man. I mean, I'm not that big of a fan of Halloween to begin with. Like, dressing up is fun,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no, this was more of a creative question. Maybe I thought you had something in the back of your mind, but nah, it's alright. I feel like maybe you guys in the comments could give us maybe something more creative. If you could invent something for Halloween, let us know in the comments. But yeah, we can just kind of get straight away into the topic of the discussion, which is, why is Halloween celebrated? Again, we're gonna go into more personal stories as well, but like I feel like we gotta get the elephant out of the room because I did a bit of research. But before I kind of explain what I found on Google, do you know the backstory of Halloween?
I don't know the backstory of Halloween. All I know is that October 31st was historically like Saints Day or
Mhm.
whatever. Which is kind of sad how like we went from like celebrating saints to celebrating skeletons and ghosts.
But I don't know if it's celebrating is the right word. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think if you dress up as something, then you are kind of like celebrating it, right? Like during Christmas, people would dress up as Santa Claus and it's to celebrate, the Christmas vibes and shit.
I guess, but I feel like there's a better word than celebrate. Because when I think of like Halloween, I don't think like, oh, I'm gonna celebrate Halloween. It's like I'm gonna dress up and have fun. You know what I mean? Like when I hear
Yeah, but
Christmas, I hear celebrate Christmas. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
yeah, but celebrate is to enjoy an event. No,
I guess.
isn't that like so? If you want to like partake in Halloween and you're like spending time with friends and stuff, then you're celebrating. I understand it's not the same like Christmas
It just
because
doesn't.
like
I feel like there needs to be a better word for it. You know what I mean?
no, I understand because like when you celebrate Christmas, it's like you're celebrating like Jesus Christ being born, right? Halloween, you're not celebrating goons and zombies and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'll give you the quick rundown, the 30-second rundown that I found on Google. So we can go in portions and basically extract it. But yeah, Halloween has been around for over 1,000 years. It started as a religious event and gradually became more about fun and dressing up, especially for kids. The origins of Halloween go back to an old Celtic festival called Samhain, held on November 1st. People believe that on this day the spirits of the dead returned home, so they wore costumes and lit bonfires to keep the spirits away. This is how Halloween got connected to things like witches and ghosts. So that's kind of like the first half. Before I get into the second half, it's kind of interesting, right? Like the spirits of the dead returned home. Like, wouldn't you want the spirits of the dead to come back? Like, if your family, let's say someone died, wouldn't you want them to come back?
No, that will be just selfish
I
on my
guess,
part.
but like,
Because like when someone dies and their journey on this earth is done, and they just move on to the next. Like it's like fun to think about of like the spirits coming back from the dead and stuff. But it's like once you leave this earth, then like there's no reason for you. Like once your journey ends here, then there's no reason for you to come back.
yeah, but like
Right.
when you think about it, I feel like a lot of humans are selfish, and they want to see like if someone dies, like obviously you want to see them again.
Well, that's the main thing. Like even though like if someone dies that let's say I know, and I know that they're like going to heaven, I should be like celebrating that.
Mm-hmm.
But people end up crying at funerals. It's not because they know that their family member is going to be with God in the afterlife. It's because they're selfish that they won't be able to spend time with them on this earth anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So it's a bit weird that they in the story that they actually put like the bonfires to kind of push them away. You know what I mean? I would feel like it's the opposite, but I guess,
Bro, that's some pagan shit, bro. Right
bro, I
there,
don't know,
like-
bro. I don't know. I guess the dead spirits, they don't want them coming back. Anyways, so basically Halloween started in like Ireland, the UK, and France, and then obviously spread around the world. And then yeah, the practice of trick or treating, where kids dress up and get treats from neighbors, became popular in the United States. Obviously.
Well, yeah, they marketed that shit, so.
In the early 20th century, this was influenced by the old world custom of Gaizun, where people in costumes would tell jokes, recite poems, or do tricks in exchange for treats. So before, people would actually have to work to get the fucking candy. Now people just go and take that shit.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the people that dressed up and did the shit were like adults, not kids, right?
So I guess that's what I think. It's like instead of trick or treat, it was like trick for treat. You know what I mean? You did a trick, and then you would get a treat for it.
Yeah.
But then by 1950, trick or treating for candy became one of Halloween's most loved activities. Nowadays, Halloween is one of the top holidays for candy sales in the United States, with an estimated value of over. Do you want to give a guess? How much they make every year on candy?
It's like 10 billion, dude. I don't know.
$3 billion. Pretty close. So that's kind of the quick rundown of Halloween. And bro, obviously, like, realistically, Halloween is popularized in the United States because of the money. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like the Easter Bunny or like Santa Claus.
Valentine's Day.
Well, I meant more in the sense, I guess Valentine's Day too.
Why do you think there's a Valentine's Day?
No, but like, yeah.
Because the freaking capitalists want to make some money. So they make this holiday event type thing. Oh, you have to buy roses, you have to buy candy for your girlfriend just to make some more money.
Yeah, and then, the day before Valentine's Day, flowers are $100. Then the day after, they're like $10.
It's the same thing with Halloween, fam. They make this they popularize this holiday to get the candy prices go higher and sell more candy. $3 billion is a lot of money. So
yeah, but it's like the candy is not healthy for kids.
it is not.
And Americans are on average like heavier than most individuals.
Now I get it. You know what I mean? Like when you're kids and your parents are like, no, you can't have this candy. You have this candy. You don't get it. You know what I mean? Like when your parents tell you, oh yeah, candy isn't healthy, I feel like they don't really explain it. Or like as kids, you don't really understand it.
Well, because you just think candy equals sugar, which equals hyper, which is tastes good.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know, man. Like, do you eat candy now?
Yes and no.
Like, what candies do you eat now?
So, like candy, I honestly am not a big fan of candy. I like some chocolate.
But that's what I'm saying. Candy, like when you're an adult, is garbage, bro.
No. The one thing I have right now that I just bought from Amazon because it was because I wanted to treat myself was the blueberry covered chocolates. You know those ones?
Yeah, okay, but bro, chocolate and candy to me are two different things. Chocolate is not candy.
I guess.
Candy is not chocolate, but chocolate is a form of candy. I don't even think chocolate's candy, bro. Like, it's just different. Because candy is like pure, like solid sugar.
Because
chocolate is
like,
made from cocoa beans.
Which is
right?
Is that a fruit? Is that considered a fruit or a vegetable?
Cocoa beans. Okay, they're beans, bro.
Is bean a fruit or vegetable?
Dude, beans are beans. They're like sprouts or some shit. They're like, or I don't know. I'm just saying shit. Beans they're beans, bro. You know what I mean? Like they come from plants.
I guess
they might. Are they seeds? Are they fruits?
I don't know.
Are they vegetables? They're beans. You know what I mean? So they come from, dude. So many good things come from beans. Chocolate, coffee.
All right, you're getting
chili,
far past the point.
Chocolate comes from a bean, right? And if you eat like 90% like dark chocolate, that shit's, I wouldn't say unhealthy for you, but it's not healthy either.
Yeah.
Like chocolate, you can make it and it's like healthy, right? Like you can have chocolate milk.
Okay, we get it.
But you can't have like candy milk. You know what I mean? Or
okay,
like
maybe you just invented something.
cotton candy milk.
That's probably a thing. Anyways, I know what you mean by that. Like with candy and chocolate, the difference. Like for actual candy, do you consider gum candy?
No, because gum you can have like peppermint or some like really like obscure like shit tasting gum.
Like when was the last time you actually had candy? Like not chocolate, but candy. I don't even remember. Like I don't have candy like that.
Like if I have candy, it will be chocolate. It's like a Kit Kat.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
a
bars.
pastry or something. Like I'd rather have a pastry than an actual like candy for my sugar intake.
Yeah.
Like a pie or something. Or like ice cream.
Is ice cream candy? I don't think so.
Nah, that's just like in the dessert category now. We're
like,
kind of expanding
there's
to
like milk in it, right?
Yeah.
But like candy.
I get why it's not good for you. It's all artificial garbage. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had like candy. Or like what are even like candy stuff? Like maybe I had a candy cane during Christmas last year.
Like a Sour Patch Kid or something. Those
But-
hit back in the day.
Yeah. So,
Do you have any good Halloween memories that you can remember from school or trick or treating?
off the top of my head,
Well, remember back in the day in school, there was always like the Halloween, like when we were really young, there was the, what is it called, where we all like show a Halloween costume or whatever, and then they would like choose the best costume. Remember they did that in fucking not preschool, fucking middle school,
Elementary
school. Remember we all went to the gymnasium.
I don't remember that.
Don't we were all like in a circle or some shit, and then we would all walk around, and then they would choose the best Halloween costume. Damn,
Did you ever win it?
but I have no idea if we won. I think they did it by class, like who had the best by class.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, okay, what are some costumes that you remember were like dressing up as a kid? Maybe that's easier because I don't remember like specific like events. But like the costumes you should know.
What costumes did I wear?
Okay, so for me, like one costume that I've worn like so many times that it's like oversaturated is Superman. I've dressed up as Superman so many times, bro, when I was younger. Like,
bro, I remember that Superman shirt, bro.
which one?
You had that small Superman shirt. Well, I guess that was like after, but like.
Well, I
you
still have a Superman shirt now.
Oh, I was Batman. I was Batman, and you were Superman. I remember.
Yeah.
We were like, I was the better superhero, and then you were the worst one because Batman's better than Superman.
Right.
Facts.
What else?
I'm trying to remember from when I was really young. It's hard to remember, but recent years, like in my last year of high school, I dressed up as like some dude on vacation. Like I had like a fucking fanny pack. I had a fucking flower shirt or whatever. When you go to like Hawaii and shit, one of those shorts.
Dude
sandals.
on vacation, bro.
And then like I had one of those like fedoras. Bro, it was just a vibe, honestly.
I think I remember one year. I think you dressed up as a Ninja Turtle, and I dressed up as Optimus Prime.
Oh, true.
I
I
don't remember which one though
that.
you dressed up as.
I don't remember either which one, but I definitely remember a Ninja Turtle vibe. That was fire.
Yeah, I dressed up as Optimus Prime before. I dressed up as a army guy before.
I've definitely been a cowboy before, for sure.
I dressed up as Luke Skywalker.
Did you?
Because even though I'm not a fan of Star Wars, like our whole class were dressed up as a like Star Wars theme, and I got picked as Luke Skywalker. So
damn, I don't remember seeing you in that.
I dressed up as Thor. You were Captain America. You remember that?
Oh, bro.
When like Marvel like just started like going.
I think so. I don't really remember what I did that.
Remember
Halloween.
you had the shield. I had the hammer, bro.
No, I definitely remember the shield and hammer, but I don't really remember too much what we did that Halloween.
Well, that's the thing. I don't remember what we did during the Halloweens. Most of the time was either just walking around getting candy. Because I don't think we ever went to like Halloween parties, bro.
Yeah, we weren't cool enough. What was the last time you went trick or treating? Do you remember that? Because I remember my last time. Like which grade you were in? For me, it was grade 9. The last time I went, me and the boys went out. We just said fuck it. I don't actually remember what I was dressed up as, but we went around like here, not like here, but like even further out. And that shit was a vibe. I remember one of my friends had like a fucking sumo suit or whatever. Those blow up ones.
Those blow up ones.
That was funny as fuck. And that was a fun time just walking around. It's like in grade 9 is like the first year in high school. For anyone in the U.S. because they call that what, junior or whatever, or sophomore. I don't know. I keep forgetting how they call it in the U.S. But do you ever do something and you kind of know it's gonna be the last time? Like, because when you get into high school, you kind of stop trick or treating.
Well, I mean, yeah, like there's like, but that's more like Yeah, because like when I finish high school, it's, oh, this is the last time I'm gonna be in this class. This is the last time I'm gonna go here. This is the last time for that and stuff.
And that's kind of how I felt when I was trick or treating in grade 9. I was like, I feel like I'm like, okay, I'm probably too old to be doing it, but it's like since I'm going out with my new friends, since it was like a new school, it's like I'm kind of it's more about socializing than actually trick or treating.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew like, okay, this is probably the last year we're gonna do this, and I don't know, I just had a fun time walking around with the boys. So.
I mean, it always is fun to go trick or treating on Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, as a kid, it just getting free shit is fun. Like getting free food always tastes better than like paying for food. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Same thing.
Fact.
Same thing for
I know
like
what you mean.
candy, right? But
free food is always better than paid food. Like even if the food is trash, it's like it's still free. You know what I mean? So.
When or what was the best like candy or thing you got from Halloween?
Like what was my favorite Halloween candy?
Yeah, because we had a few houses in our neighborhood that gave us like some really good stuff and gave us some really shit stuff.
Bro, there was this guy that we knew that we always walked by who always gave us fucking pop. You know what I mean? Man was giving us soda,
like
and
bro
then
was giving soda,
and then disappeared one year, bro. But like for like a good 3-4 years, we were getting soda from this one guy. That guy is goated.
Bro, I saw there was a house that gave out fucking apples. Remember that shit?
No, why the fuck would I remember that?
No, I remember one house was giving out like just fruits or some shit.
Honestly, I think my favorite Halloween thing I got was always like chips. Honestly, like if I got chips, I was like fucking happy as fuck because chips are goated, bro. Like they taste. You can never go wrong with chips, bro. Like not like at least 80% of chips I can eat. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's 20% of chips that are shit, but 80%, even if I don't like the flavor, I'll eat it because the crunch. The texture,
the crunch.
Like even barbecue chips are so mid, but it's like I'll eat the fuck out of them because I love chips, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so there's not like a candy where if I don't like it, like I won't eat it. You know what I mean? Or if it's mid, I probably won't get it. But like if it's there, you know. So. How about you?
What about me?
Your favorite Halloween candy, or chip or soda or thing you've got.
I mean, the soda, the guy was super chill. But no, I feel like chips were the best, to be honest. Because, like, sure, they had a lot of salt in them. But they weren't, like, sweet.
I love salt, bro.
Stop.
Okay, then have you ever experienced some sort of, like, paranormal or, like, some scary shit that you can't really explain before? It doesn't have to be during Halloween, but, like, you know, I feel like everyone's experienced some creepy shit in their life. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I have one story, but I feel like it's kind of religious. So, if you want me to see my whole confession of why I'm a Christian and all that shit, I can.
Well,
do it
I was
now.
thinking more like a scary story.
Well, I was scared shitless of what happened. Right.
Well, what happened?
Did I have this written down because I couldn't actually like believe what the fuck happened, right?
Man's wrote it down.
No, literally, bro.
When did this happen?
I literally have the date and everything. Like,
bruh.
When this happened, I'm like, where is it?
Well, how old were you at least? Like, how long ago was it?
Oh, maybe a couple years ago now. Like, I'm pretty sure I was still in
high school.
University.
Oh, uni.
May 30th, 2019. So this is my scary story. You guys can interpret it the way you want, but I truly believe that I got visited by probably either the Holy Ghost or like Jesus Christ, right?
All right, let's hear it.
So I woke up today at 4:21 a.m. My 3:30 a.m. alarm clock didn't go off. So this is a time when I was like waking up at like 3:30 in the morning to do like, you know, like
to get jacked.
Stretching, to get jacked, to like pray and all this shit, right? It's all right. I still have until 5 to listen to my stuff. I reached for my phone and my headphones from my desk, and I rolled back into bed. Before I put my headphones on, that's when it happened, right? So between 4:21 and 4:30, right? Because I knew this because I checked all my time on my phone, right? My door, which is closed, opens just a little bit, and light starts shining behind it. At first, I thought that maybe my brother opened my door and went to the washroom. That would explain the light, right? But no. I asked my brother later, and he confirmed that he did not like wake up.
Well,
right?
I don't remember this, but that was
Also, the light shining through was brighter than what the light from the washroom would be, and it was also whiter, right? So then, when that happened, I got extremely scared and turned away and hid under the covers like a child would, right?
Bro, are you sure this wasn't just dad fam coming in with the lights?
After when the light stops, I realized what just happened, right? And I just say some religious stuff. So I confirmed with my parents and brother that none of them were awake at the time and opened my door, right? What was even more spectacular was that my dad opened my door when he went to bed, probably around 11 p.m. the previous night, but my door was closed when I woke up. Also, my alarm was off when I double-checked the night before for it to be on, right? So that was just like a few things that, So my interpretation of this is because the night before I did a prayer and I asked like God to baptize me in the Holy Spirit. So I personally believe that the Holy Spirit visited me to baptize me, but I think he did baptize me, but I was just too scared to like see him face to face. Right.
Bro.
So, and I double checked the situation. Like I knew the time specifically. I double checked my alarm. It didn't go off. I confirmed everything with like you and dad
Holy,
and mom.
I wish I just trolled you there. That would have been funny if that was me.
No, I confirmed that you guys were asleep. I even like the door was open last night and morning it was closed and no one touched it. So
That's,
it was
that's
really
very odd.
That's my quote unquote paranormal story.
All right, now
Right.
I know what I gotta do tomorrow night. Wake up, shine my phone in your face. No, that's pretty interesting. That's freaky, bro. That is freaky. Maybe man's got a message. For me, I had one thing happen to me where in grade 5 we went on the trip to the woods, the cabin. I don't know if you went on that same trip in grade 5. There was like the cabin trip.
Bark Lake?
I think so. That's what it was called. Bark Lake. How the fuck do you remember that shit, bro?
Shit was lit, dude. What the fuck?
So basically, one of the teachers was telling us a scary story or whatever, and so one of the kids in our class was like didn't want to hear the scary story, so we went out in the hallway, basically behind the door, and was playing on the teacher's phone or whatever, because that was back in the day where like the phone was like shitty, so man's was playing like some fucking
True.
brick game or whatever.
True.
Like, but anyways, that's not part of the story. So I don't remember the exact story, but basically the scary story was about this girl or something, or this guy, and basically the girl or guy basically I'll say the guy basically he died. So in the gymnasium, some of them have like the split thing. Like they could split the gymnasium in half.
Sure, like the tarps or whatever.
So apparently it was like, so it's not like a tarp. This one was like an actual thing that dropped from the ceiling and it dropped on the person and killed them. And then there was like the shadow of the ghost that was like haunting everyone. But right when the teacher was telling the story and said the thing dropped, there was a massive bang. Like someone like banged the door. You know what I mean? And the teacher got so fucking scared that he like jumped out of the chair and the chair hit some kid in the fucking face.
What?
Bro, dead ass. The kid was like crying. We all went outside and asked the kid that was playing on the phone, yo, did you hit the door? And he wasn't even close to the door. He was like 5-10 meters away playing on the phone. He's like, no, I didn't hear anything. And it was in the fucking cabin in the middle of the fucking night, bro. That shit was scary as fuck. And I don't know what the fuck happened there. And, that's a bit sussy, but that was kind of my scary story / paranormal experience that I encountered. So, yeah, that shit was that was, the thing is, like, what are the odds that it happened right as like the pinnacle of the story? You know what I mean? That's what like freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't know. Pretty weird.
That is pretty weird. Have you ever been to a haunted house before?
So here's my thing, right? I like in my soul hate horror shit. Like I don't like horror movies. Like I can watch like a few, well, not really. I can watch thrillers, but like horror where the whole purpose is just to scare the shit out of you, I cannot watch.
Yeah, because we went to that haunted, not a haunted house. We did a haunted, basically, escape room a few months ago. We actually talked about it on the podcast. Man was scared shitless. And I'll be honest, I don't like scary shit as well, but like, I feel like I could get away with a haunted house. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'd still be scared, but like, I don't know why scary movies are just a lot scarier.
Well, because of the music and everything, like they purposely like orchestrated to scare the shit out of you.
So
Right.
you would never go to a haunted house?
So that I would never, because I know like most of them are like pretty like shit and fake, right? But I just don't.
You wouldn't go by yourself. If a group of your friends were going and they're like, "Hey, William, come," you might go.
Well, yeah, because I don't really enjoy that stuff. Like, why would I go to a haunted house?
It's more
You
you
know.
go more for the social than the haunted experience.
Well, yeah, because I hate like horror shit, right? Like for me, I like to know like everything out in the open. I don't really believe in. Okay, I do believe in spirits because like I'm a Christian and stuff, but I don't believe in like paranormal activities, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like aliens or like zombies.
Aliens?
No, I don't believe in aliens.
Well, I don't believe in aliens in the way people see aliens. I believe that there's other creatures or other like people that live in the universe because the universe is so big. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's a topic.
Well, that's
for
topic for another
day.
time, and it's not something that you can prove or I could disprove. It's just like
Exactly.
something that's there, right? So moving on from that. Yeah, I just don't like. Sure, there might be sometimes I might like a good like horror, but it's like it depends on the horror, right?
Yeah.
Like something like, have you ever watched, like Alien, or like the newer like stuff, or like Predator, right?
I feel like I watched it a long time ago, but I don't remember.
Like Predator. Predator is kind of like a horror thriller movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like the guy is stalking like Arnold and like all those guys, but something like that, like I could do, like I can watch. Because for me, it's like this is like horror, but it's like also
I like
kind of
thrillers,
action
yeah.
and thriller and stuff. But something that's like pure horror, where like a group of kids walk in a house and it's like there's just some like ghost bitch there or something. It's like nah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fuck the
Like,
ghost
what are you
bitches.
doing in the middle of the woods? And it's always the stupid like white family too. We just bought a house, guys. Yeah, there was some guy that died previously, like owner or whatever
And it
in the
was,
house.
cheaper by
it's
1/10 of the price.
We bought it. We can now live here in the woods by ourselves. And then it's like little Timmy is like gone the next day.
Bro,
And
I
then-
hate when people say that shit, bro.
It's true though.
Fucking
And then the
mental.
craziest part is none of them. They have like the guy that lives there in the middle of the woods. They don't even have a shotgun. Nothing, bro. Look, you go to live in the middle of the woods. There's bears. There's other animals, and you don't even have like a shotgun, bro. Like what?
Alright, relax.
And then the fucking the killer monster comes, bro, and you wonder why you fucking die, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like horror movies are kind of dumb, because it's not realistic, right?
Yeah, no, it's like horror movies are just there to scare you, bro. Like I don't know why
'Cause, like,
people
no
like being
people in their
scared.
right mind, they hear like a knock or something, and they're like, "What was that? Let's go check it out." And they have like nothing on them, no knife, no fucking frying pan, nothing. They just
Bro.
go walk in the door and get stabbed,
You
bro.
need the fucking frying pan, fam.
like,
Yeah. Honestly though, like when we were talking about haunted houses, it kind of gave me back a thought, or not a thought, a story that I had, which is kind of sad, but I thought I'd share it on the podcast because I feel like if I don't share it, you know when you like think of something that you're like, oh shit, I don't think I ever would have remembered that.
yeah,
So I feel like whenever I have one of those, I want to share it on the podcast, so it'll always be there. So basically, my birthday is like really close to Halloween.
Yeah, your birthday's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, and next week
Ooh.
we'll do like a birthday birthday podcast theme kind of thing. So we'll talk about my birthday and shit, but that's besides the point. Basically, a few years ago, like in high school, basically, I had like a birthday party, and it was like the one and only one I did. It was like in grade 9 or whatever,
Mhm.
and basically there was this like one girl I liked or whatever, and we were kind of friends, and I invited her to my birthday party, and then she was like, "Nah, I'm going to this haunted house or whatever," and then she's like, "Yeah, you should come to the haunted house with me instead." And it was kind of like depressing for me because it was like I thought we were friends, but then like we're not really friends because like if you choose the haunted house instead of coming to my birthday party, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Kind of like R.I.P. in the chat for your boy.
Was she going to the haunted house by herself?
No, she was going with some friends or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. L.
It is L.
It's okay, bro. We all go.
And like
through
she
it.
tried inviting people that I invited to my birthday to go with her as well. So
That's some scum shit, though.
it is. It is.
Like what? Nah.
Yeah, and it was like the first time I was actually like trying to like
Pull.
pull. You know what I mean? And then after that, like, I got scarred for life.
Bruh.
So I gotta put myself back out there. But I thought I'd share the story with y'all because I was like kind of
Yeah.
relevant. So it is what it is. You know, sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss, but you gotta keep.
I don't know what is it with like like for some reason like women love to watch like documentaries on like serial killers and shit.
Bro,
I don't get why, but like they just do. Like they'll like watch through it. Like I don't remember like this one documentary like of there was like I think on Netflix there was like this one documentary of like some like serial
Ted
killer.
Bundy, is that his
I
name?
like where he like like killed women or whatever like and stuff. Like from like he would like try to get them in like his car and then they'd go with them and like he'd like kill them or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, I
But-
I hear that online too. Like all these like girls like watching them. I don't know why. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I tried watching one of them and I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to watch it. Why would I want to hear about a serial killer's life? Like, it's not. First of all, it's not that entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
and it's kind of creepy. But no, I definitely know what you mean by that. Yeah. Is there any other Halloween stories or experiences you want to share to kind of end off the segment?
Not early, man.
That's
like,
fine.
Halloween's one of those like weird holidays where like I feel like over time less and less people have been participating in it. Personally, maybe it's because everyone in our neighborhood is growing up. So there's well, that's not true because I've seen more people move in and there's like a lot more like kids. So maybe this year there'll be big like a lot of Halloween going on.
Mhm.
But I remember when I was growing up in high school, like less and less like Halloween became less and less popular, dude.
But this could be more of like a social thing where like less and less kids are active outside and more are staying inside and like playing video games
I guess
and stuff.
so.
So that could be
a thing, too.
something about that. But we'll have to wait and see, sir. Are you gonna be handing out candy this year?
Fuck no.
You're gonna be eating candy.
No, dude.
Yo, you wanna order Krispy Kreme today? I'm kind of like craving Krispy Kreme.
Stop. Are donuts candy, bro?
Bro,
Those donuts probably are, bro. I'm not sugar that's in, dude.
I'm ordering Krispy Kreme today. I don't care.
No, we'll get it. Don't worry.
Anyways, so basically at the end of every episode of the podcast, we like to play some games. So if you're new to the podcast, we're gonna play some games. I got a few today. I got one's like a story, and then 3 games for us today. You don't have to prepare, so that's always a plus. So we're gonna start with a classic. Would you rather? So obviously you guys know how Would You Rather goes. I'm gonna say 2 scenarios, and you tell me which one you would rather be in. So all of this is Halloween themed, by the way, if you guys don't already know. But would you rather spend a night alone in a haunted house or spend a night alone in a cemetery on Halloween?
In a cemetery, man. What?
Really?
Because a haunted house is like meant to scare you. A regular cemetery, there's nothing there, man.
Yeah, but it's cold outside. At least in a haunted house, you're inside. You know.
Yeah, but you're inside being chased by the staff or whoever to scare you.
Bro,
In a
just
cemetery, bro, you're just outside, bro.
just beef them, bro. Just like box them.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, but the spirits are gonna come, bro, and haunt you in the cemetery.
Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right.
Would you rather eat a handful of live worms or a handful of candy that looks like bugs?
Wait, live worms or candy looks like bugs?
So basically, worms that look like candy or bugs that are candy. You know what I mean?
Worms that look like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's more protein in worms than in the fucking candy, dude. In
Jesus.
the bugs. So, why not?
Would you rather be a vampire who can never go out in the sun or a werewolf who transforms into a creature of the night during the full moon? So basically, do you want to be a vampire or a werewolf?
See, this is interesting. Because both are kind of like... There's this movie, I think in the 80s. It was like this werewolf movie where like this guy was like a werewolf and he was just like in high school and he was like a werewolf in high school. Was like pretty like interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Which one is stronger? Which has more strength? Right.
I think I would prefer to be a werewolf.
Well, I'm thinking of that too because I want to walk out in the sun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like being a vampire is like basically being a shut-in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who just sits inside their room all day and doesn't leave the house? That's just weird.
Yeah. Can't relate. But and then also you can't eat garlic and I love garlic, right?
True facts. Honestly, just because of the garlic, I gotta be a werewolf.
Like what's the werewolf's weakness, bro?
Honestly, you just have to lock yourself.
Like
in
you
the
just
basement.
become a dog, dude? I'm already a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, no, werewolf 100%.
Yeah, I
What
agree.
the fuck? You can do so much more than plus wolves are pretty strong too.
And the thing is, they only turn into a werewolf in a full moon. It's not a full moon every night.
That's true. Well, depending on what werewolf, because like different like forms of media interpret it differently. Where like a werewolf can turn on will or whatever, right? So, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'll go werewolf for sure.
All right. Let's get to unpopular opinions. I'm gonna name an opinion that's unpopular, and you let me know if you agree with it. Unpopular opinion. I believe there is nothing wrong with adults trick or treating.
Yes and no.
What do you mean? That's weird as fuck, bro.
Like, because adults don't trick or treat. Adults go to adult Halloween parties.
Well,
Right.
that's not trick or treating.
Yeah, right. But like, adults normally don't trick or treat.
That's why the popular opinion they say is nothing wrong with adults trick or treating. So let's say you're a kid trick or treating and you see a freaking grown man going around knocking on doors with you.
I think the issue with that is that since adults can dress like, I could dress up as like a burglar and go around and like ask for candy and get called from the by the cops. Like, I could probably do it, but like the social norm
Yeah,
doesn't allow for it.
it's not the social norm.
Like if I walked, well, I think I'd be fine if I walked around like this, right? But depending on what I wore, then it'll be like someone would call the police.
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, we're trying to go trick or treating this year.
Stop. Dude. Stop.
Unpopular opinion. I believe Halloween decorations are overrated and Sorry, let me rephrase that. Unpopular opinion. I believe Halloween decorations are overrated and often look tacky.
Yeah, like I remember like last year I was driving back from work like with my dad and we had to take like some detour because there was some like traffic and it was
Sure.
like during Halloween time and this one house literally like had like a fucking 3-story tall like skeleton and like they had like blow ups and everything and I'm like, bro, it's not that serious, you know what I mean? And it all looks fake.
Yeah.
Like the best like Halloween stuff that looks like the best scary stuff like stuff that looks scary is like just run down like buildings
I guess.
or like run down stuff that
Mm.
looks like the most like like you know, like the old shit. Like
I
if you
don't-
put like cobwebs and skeletons, then people know it's fake. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's overrated personally. I think I kind of enjoy. I like when people have a thing that they can all do together. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this world is full of like hate and like people
No, true.
are like always like battling each other. But like when there's stuff like Halloween and people can come together and do like some creative things and put this stuff out and like
I mean-
I think holidays is always a plus. You know what I mean?
I personally think the decoration that looks the best is pumpkins. Like if you get pumpkins and put pumpkins around, I think that looks so nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially since like the trees are orange, pumpkins are orange. It's like a whole vibe type thing.
I think depending on how much money you have and how much time you have, you can do whatever you want, If you want to go all out, go all out. If you don't want to, then, it is what it is. All right. Unpopular opinion. I believe pumpkin spice flavored everything is overdone and not that great.
No, I don't think I disagree
Really?
with that. Cuz like okay, I get it like the pumpkin spice like
Pumpkin spice
latte might be like overrated in the sense of like the taste might be overrated. But I like the idea of like things coming in season. So like this
Okay.
only happens like once a year during the month of October, right?
I can see that.
Like cuz even like back in the day, like right now people like are I would say spoiled in the sense of like you can have like blueberries like anytime during the year.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But back in the day, it was like you had blueberries in blueberry season. You had strawberries when strawberries were ripened and stuff. So it's
Pumpkin
like
pie hits, bro.
not really, dude.
Nah, if you've had a good pumpkin pie, you know what I mean. It
I
hits.
feel like there's so many better pies than pumpkin pie.
No, definitely. I'm not saying it's the best pie, but pumpkin pie hits during Halloween season.
So yeah.
Unpopular opinion. I believe Halloween is an excuse for excessive candy consumption, which is unhealthy.
Facts. Dude, this is facts. Because, like, candy is, like, supposed to be, like, a treat you have once in a while. If you go... I remember going for Halloween, filling up my bag, had to go home, dump the bag, and go out for a second round to get more candy. That is unhealthy consumption right there.
It is.
Like, candy is supposed to be a treat that you give to your kids once a week or some shit when they do something, fine. But, like, if they get a whole, like, bag's worth of candy, who's gonna eat that, bro? And how long you think they're gonna eat that?
Who's gonna stop me, bro? Who's gonna stop
Exactly.
me?
Who's gonna stop the kid from just eating that shit, bro? Unless the parents take it away, but then you look seen as the bad guy.
Yeah.
So better they don't get the candy in the first place.
All right. That was all the unpopular opinions. I'm going to read a story. We're going back to a classic, Am I the Asshole? But this is a Halloween edition. So I'm going to read basically how this works if you guys are new. I'm going to read a story that some guy wrote about their experience. And you guys let me know if they're an asshole or not. So, am I the asshole for not really caring about Halloween? I was raised in a super strict Christian household where Halloween was the devil's holiday and not celebrated at all.
True.
My parents would turn the lights off and put a sign on the door that we didn't have candy. I have a younger brother and they still do this. I had to spend the evening reading that part I can't speak English today. I had to spend the evening reading that part I didn't mind. I love reading and listening to all the other kids outside. Eventually, it stopped bothering me because after years of ignoring a thing, it kind of just fades out of your mind. I just don't have the drive to do anything Halloween related. Fast forward to now, I'm married with 3 kids. My husband loves Halloween. He loves masks and dressing up. When we had our first child, he was over the top, dressed him as Spider-Man, his favorite, took him around the neighborhood. He asked me if I wanted to come and I declined. I spent the night reading. Second child is born, cycle repeats. Same for the third. I don't actively discourage celebration of Halloween in the house. I just have no drive or desire to participate. I've been to a few friends' Halloween parties, but they felt like regular parties to me. I didn't dress up. I have several friends that go all out for this holiday, and I just can't muster up any excitement. My husband asked me recently if I wanted to try something this year, and I just don't. He seems really bummed about this, and I feel like something is wrong with me. Am I the asshole for essentially being a killjoy during the spooky season?
Yes, she is the asshole. and I'll tell you why. If you like, this is a whole like argument based on like marriage and stuff, but like if like you're married to your spouse, then you need to make sacrifices. That's just what marriage is, right? So if like once a year, and this is the thing, you have to like both talk about like what you guys want, right? So either the husband compromises and doesn't do Halloween for the wife, or the wife compromises and does Halloween with the husband. You know what I mean?
I think asshole is a bit excessive. Like, I don't think it's like that terrible. But again, going back to what you said, I think there is a level of respect and compromise that needs to be done. You know what I mean?
Like,
sure, you don't have to dress up, but go around and walk with your kid. You know what I mean? Like, at
yeah,
least
that's the thing, right? Like, and I guess she did compromise because she did go to like parties and stuff and didn't dress up. But I mean,
I feel like that's kind of cringe, low key. If you go to a Halloween party and you didn't dress up,
nah, bro, that's fine. Like what? Because she even said it was like just regular parties, which it basically is, except people just like dress up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think especially for family, like, you're not an asshole for not doing it, but if you married your husband knowing he loves Halloween, then that's kind of your own fault for doing that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
She didn't vet him properly before she got married.
But honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I think it's something that can easily be worked out. So.
100%.
So we're gonna end off with one final game. It is rank these Halloween candies without knowing what's next.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's hear it.
M&M's.
5.
You don't like M&M?
No, trash.
Tootsie Rolls.
4, trash.
Bro, Tootsie Rolls are kind of goated.
They're garbage. Dude.
Nah, like low key, they be hitting different on Halloween.
Fine, 3. Whatever.
No, you don't have to change it. We'll keep it at 4.
4.
But I don't know. I feel like when I think of Halloween candy, don't you just think of Tootsie Rolls?
They're so. Dude,
they're iconic.
They're so shit though.
All right, Coffee Crisps.
3.
Sour Patch Kids.
2.
Licorice.
1. Dude, all of these are garbage. I don't know. I just don't like candy. So they're just trash, dude.
Okay, since I went by really fast and you don't like candy, how about you just give me a quick top 5 list?
Of what?
Of your favorite Halloween candies.
There will be no candy on this list, bro.
Then just name chocolates then, if it's not candy.
Okay, my top 5 candies / chocolates. This is in no particular order. Because
Sure.
I can't fucking...
The list is fluid. Meaning it can be moved around.
Sure. Kit Kats. Those are really good. Some kind like Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar chips. Those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude, I don't eat like candies and shit.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts, right? Those are goated.
Twix, Mars bars,
No, bro, I don't eat any of this shit.
protein bar,
Oh, dude, yes, protein bars. Like, what are they called, dude?
Quest.
No. Fucking, what are they? Are they bricks? No.
Oh, those ones. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'll just put chocolate, peanut butter chocolate protein bars are goated.
Yeah.
They're so good. And then for my last one, dude, I don't know, Godiva chocolates or whatever, dude. Like,
Lindt chocolate? Lindt actually slaps, bro. The fucking melted, like when you eat it and then melts it. Oh, I got it.
Wait, I got it.
Got it. What is it?
No, this is like, there's this Polish, like, caramel milk candies.
Oh, I know. That one's
Called
okay.
Ptashi Mleko. I think.
Ferrero Rocher. Oh, that one makes me cream every time.
Yeah, those are really good.
Those slap.
So I think moral of the story is that stop eating candy. Get on that chocolate train, bro. You know
Start
what I'm saying?
eating every other day and get that 6-pack.
True.
All right, let's sign them off, sir. What do we any plans for this week? I know my birthday's tomorrow, But the thing is, I'm not eating tomorrow because my every other day lands on my birthday. You know, I might cheat, might have something. I might eat something at the end of the day, have one meal. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. But other than that, any plans for the week? I don't really have much plans for my birthday.
For this, well, I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, deer season is coming up, so that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay. Are you
Well, I
gonna be
mean-
wearing that?
Yes, sir. Well, right now it's sloth season, so I might go and
No.
You look like a fucking sloth, dude.
I am a sloth, bro.
Fucking furry ass, dude.
I'm not a furry.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. We all love you, right?
Why
Make
do
sure
you
to
keep
comment.
saying that?
Because
we all love you.
it's true. Take it, dude. People need
Bro,
love.
we hit 200 subscribers, by the way.
You saw that shit?
Let's go.
You guys are the boys, you know what I'm saying? And the girls. We're, we believe in both genders. Anyway,
What are you
we love all of
talking
you. Okay.
New episodes Thursday, 11
Yes,
a.m. Eastern
what he's
Standard
saying.
Time. Make
And
sure to subscribe.
yes, sir.
Give the podcast a like, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.